Hello and welcome to my video today. I'm going to be covering something a little bit different than what I usually do. I'm going to be talking about charging your EV, specifically the Fisker Ocean today. So let's get started. I received this email from Duke Energy last month, and I've been meaning to do a video covering it since it is pretty important, I think, in the scheme of things as far as EV charging goes. For the last 5 years or so in my current house, I've been just getting straight electricity through a rate plan that was just, I think, around 12.5 cents per kilowatt hour, and it didn't vary depending on time or day or anything like that. Those plans are usually called time of use, and they vary the rate depending on the time of day. And for Duke Energy in my area, the time of use plan was not very good. The savings just didn't work out in my calculations since everything in the household had to follow that time of use. I pretty much skipped covering anything like that in previous videos until this email came out. And this is a new plan from Duke Progress Energy. And let me go over the email real quick. Start saving money while you sleep. Shift to EV Overnight Advantage and Save. This is designed specifically for our EV customers. The EV Overnight Advantage option is a time of use rate with an easy-to-use schedule that starts saving you money right away. Simply program your EV or level 2 charger to charge during discount hours, those being from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. to take advantage of the discounted rate. How it works: shift EV charging to discount period to maximize savings. Get the discounted rate 365 days a year. Set your vehicle to the times listed here, and you get a significant monthly savings of 10% or more by charging your EV overnight during the discount period. And this little chart here shows the time of day for the discount, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. For most places, that is the least amount of usage of electricity for customers. So the power companies try to get people to use more power during the nighttime. And this is one way of evening out use over a 24-hour period. And that is about it. There is another tab here I can go that kind of gives the same information, but it's on their website. And one thing I want to say is that you can charge your EV from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. to get that discount. And actually, if you have any other high energy usage devices, such as washers and dryers or HVAC, having them run at that time period too will also get you the discount. So anything in the household from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. will get that discounted rate. And let me go to the schedule here. If I scroll down, gives me the details on the pricing. For the monthly rate, it's a $14 customer charge. I pretty much pay the same amount right now. And the normal kilowatt hour energy rate is 13.096 cents per standard kilowatt hour. And the discounted rate is half that at 6.548 cents per discounted kilowatt hour. So that is a pretty big discount, and there's no downside to this. The normal rate during the day for the other hours is still the same. And the other time of use plans that I've seen, they usually have a discounted rate during the night, and then during the day, the rate is usually 2 to 3 times as much as the normal rate. I've seen it as high as 30 to 40 cents per kilowatt hour. And when you calculate how much you use at night versus the day, in my case, it never made any sense to do that. But in this situation, man, it's awesome. I pretty much would switch to this immediately due to the discount. So let's see, is there anything else in here? Yep, so all the only requirement that I've seen on here is that you have to have an EV. So I'm going to go through the process of changing to this new EV charge plan, and I'm going to go back to the main screen here, and down below here they have some FAQs. I'm going to quickly go through these. How can I save money on this rate? Rates during the discount periods are lower than the standard residential rate. You can maximize the benefits of this rate by shifting when you charge your electric vehicle to discount hours. Who is eligible for this rate? Customers who meet the following requirements are eligible for the EV Overnight Advantage rate: homeowner or renter with an individual meter on their home, customers who own or lease an EV and are willing to change their charging pattern. What is the discount period? I mentioned it before, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. What if I don't shift? If you don't shift, you do not realize those cost savings. How long do I have to participate? If you have a change in circumstances or find that the rate is not a good option for your lifestyle, you can switch back to the standard rate. If you cancel your time of use rate, you will not be permitted to go back to the time of use rate for 12 months. What kind of EV charger do I need to use with this rate? The EV Overnight Advantage option covers level 1 and level 2 chargers. Most EVs can use a standard 120 volt outlet, about 6 miles of range per hour, but a 240 volt a level 2 charger provides about 6 times faster charging. Get some more information on there. And by the way, if you are getting an EV charger installed in your house, I know Duke Energy provides about $1,000 rebate on installation. So I would check with them before getting the installation done. You may see some big savings by using them. How will I know how I'm doing on this rate? If you have an online profile, you can track the energy usage through the app or on the website and compare bills to the prior year. However, there may be other factors to consider, like increases in rates and climate differences year over year. Will there be changes to how I'm billed? Other than your bills showing standard and discount charges, you will have the same billing experience you have now. So let me go back and do the enroll. I'm going to put all my information in and submit. All right, I entered all my information and now I'm going to submit. And now I have a thank you for your interest in the EV Overnight Advantage option program. We have received your submission and need to verify you meet the requirements of the program to participate. We will get back to you within 2 business days to confirm your enrollment. Until then, you can give us a call and they have an email there. So I'll let you know in future videos how the program is working for my EV. And also, you need to set the EVSE or charger to charge the car up at those specified times. Not all chargers work well with the Fisker Ocean for delayed charging. I will give a list of EVSEs that I know that work with the Fisker Ocean with delayed charging in the video description. And I'll cover that also in a future video showing you how that process works. But otherwise, it's fairly simple. You just set the scheduling. For some of the EVSEs, such as the Electron, you can set a scheduling calendar with the times that it can charge and then have it only charge the car at those time periods. So for example, if I get home, I'll plug in the car and then it won't start charging until 11 p.m. And since I charge once or twice a week, I don't usually do full charges. I usually charge anywhere from 50 to 80% or so. So that will easily be accomplished during the time period of 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Even if I did it at a low amp level, it would easily finish in that time period. So if you are a Duke Progress Energy customer and haven't gotten this information yet, go to the website. I'll have the link in the video description. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you my home energy report. I filled out one of these a couple of years ago, and it's been tracking my energy usage for different components of items that use energy in the household. For example, they have heating, cooling, kitchen, water heating, laundry, electronics, lighting, other, always on, and EV. And as you can see, for the past month, my home used 1,879 kilowatt hours. And here is the category list. The number one usage was heating. Since we are finishing up winter, it's still a majority of the electricity bill. And since my house is 100% electric, all the heating uses electricity. So as you can see here, heating $69, water heating $50, other $28, kitchen $21, EV $21, electronics $14, laundry $12, always on $12, and lighting $9. I have a fairly efficient home. It was renovated in 2018 with all new appliances and energy efficient heat pump, air conditioning and furnace, and also a electric powered water heater. I've added solar roof vents to cool down the attic. And other than that, it's a fairly efficient house. So I was just wanted to give you an idea of the energy usage that I see. And as you notice, the EV as a percentage of the entire bill is actually pretty small. Well, I hope that helps give you an idea of the energy usage for my house.